Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash. For blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwat that's keeping the faith and the work. Y'all keep at it. So Brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. Sirach 12:10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right, just a quick reminder to stay aware. Scripture tells us to watch circumspectly. Right? Make sure you stay aware. Right? Don't get too comfortable in smiles and kind gestures, because at the end of the day, if you understand who you're dealing with, you'll know that it's not sincere, man. Because the moment you get tried and tested as it pertains to where your loyalty lies, if your nose if your nose ain't in their derriere, right, then best believe you're going under the bus, man. All right. So the reason why I'm bringing this out, on top of what's going on in the earth today, I saw a video. So I'm gonna let this video play and I'll be back.
For you to tell, they are really nice. And I said, oh my God, you are not lying. The white woman who got me suspended from law school really was so nice to me. She would see me in the hallways. She would say, hey, Allison, how are you doing? She would say, hey, how is it going? She would stop me at any turn, just, ask and start small talk. And I didn't see her very often, maybe 1 or 2 times in the hallway. When I got a notification saying that I was being suspended from law school and that this white woman was going to be the main complainant, meaning filing charges against me, I was completely blindsided. Now, mind you, a year before, I had sent her an email on how to be a little less racist, because she had said that the way that I speak and the way that I dress is very unprofessional. And mind you, I was wearing business casual to school every day. And you don't have to do that in law school, but I was doing it to perform respectability, to try to engender some sort of respect. But this person is absolutely correct. White women are the most treacherous people who will not let you know exactly how they feel about you.
No, women and men. Right? But that's just the truth of the matter, man. So-called blacks like to wear their emotions on their sleeve. The minute you piss, a nigga off, it's on. Right? It's on and popping. Right? But as far as these other nations, man, you run the risk. Just understand that you run the risk. And I know a lot of so-called blacks don't really care about going to jail or whatever, because a lot of so-called blacks don't really have nothing to lose, right? And they don't have a moral backing to stop them from ultimately throwing their life away, depending on the spirit of the person and how far they'll take it, right? But ultimately, like I said, man, she wouldn't have been blindsided if she knew the truth, right? Now, one of them wouldn't have been blindsided if you know the truth. I can operate among any nation, and in the back of my mind, man, back, front, side to side of my mind, I know what time it is, right? I'm fully aware of, I have situational awareness when it comes to, being around any nation, including my own, right? You go to the store, you see, so-called black young men with them tight-ass jeans on, with the drawers showing, like half of their drawers showing, right? With the big-ass shoes, big-ass coats, right? And dreadlocks. Yeah, you already know it, especially if it's more than one, right? Especially if it's more than one, you already know what time it is. So you act accordingly. Anything can happen. It's the same thing with the heathens, and more so because of the subject matter, Esau, Edom. All right, you already know. Especially when it comes to these jobs, man. You already know, man. That's why, so-called blacks, we have a way to operate among the nations to make them feel comfortable. And that's a part of the oppression within ourselves. Because it sucks that we got to do that. It sucks to do that. All right? But, if at all possible, with all that lies within ye, maintain peace with all people, roughly paraphrasing, of course. So, yeah. But, don't be too down about the situation, because the Lord is doing away with the daughter of Babylon altogether. So eventually we won't have to deal with none of it anyway. Right? And call Haloyim Laya, how about Shimmy, how was shy for it. So I ain't with that, man. With that, I say call Haloyim Laya, how about Shimmy, how was shy by Shimmy, how was Shalom, Yashalom.